Hey guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Heroes War Counterattack, let's talk about an amazing update that is on its way. Thanks to the developers, we are now gonna get a major revamp to the equipment system, and it's definitely going to provide us a quality time in this game. It's definitely going to allow us to get the perfect gears much faster compared to other RPG gacha games out there, like let's say Summoners War and Epic 7, and that is actually getting me really hyped. I mean, like, just getting a perfect team is not enough, because you also need to have perfect gears to support their abilities and obviously their stats and their performance in the battle as well, right? And being able to get those perfect gears in this game is actually going to make this game much better compared to the other classical RPG gacha games out there. So let's see what it is exactly that the developers are trying to introduce in this game. So there is a little bit of post going on around which has the summary of the dev note, or let's say the upcoming update. So let's look into this right over here. Greetings, captains. We are here with the December developers note. Number 1, get ready for guild raid update. Yes, finally the guild raid boss is gonna come, and we are going to defeat it with our guild raid members and gonna get some amazing guild raid tokens or whatever that is, and going to get a lot of rewards right over there. That's really good, isn't it? Number 2, equipment system change system will make it much easier to get the perfect gear. Now that's what I'm really hyped about. At first I was thinking like maybe that's a minor change, but when I started to read the main update patch note, and I was like, what? That's insane. That is really generous of the developers, alright? I'm like, what? Wow, that's so good. Number 3, check out some sneak peek on the Xmas contents we are preparing. And number 4, new mercenary Amon will be joining the battlefield. And Amon is pretty much like a Blue Hulk, alright? So I will be providing this link in the description section below if you just want to read this developer notes in detail, alright? So right over here, Hype Mobile Gaming Home, right over here, there's a developer's note right over here. Greetings from the Heroes War Counterattack development team. Number 1, new content, Guild Raid. Guild Raid content where all guild members attack a powerful boss together will be added, and we will be getting a lot of stuff from there, guys, alright? Number 2, equipment change system. This is what I'm really hyped about, ladies and gentlemen. 3 equipment changes systems will be added to help you get to the final equipment faster with the properties you want, and they are very serious about it. They are not joking at all, ladies and gentlemen. They are really serious about it. A, equipment sub-property change. Sub-property meaning like, you know, those additional stats. That's what I was talking about before. You know, like the 4 sub-stats that is pretty much hanging just below the primary stat right over there. You can change the sub-properties of 3-star or higher equipment that has been powered up to plus 12 or higher. It's pretty much same like Air of Light. Air of Light had already taken this kind of steps a long time ago in order to provide that quality content to the players so that they have much easier time in getting those perfect gears for their servants, right? And now such kind of system is also going to be provided in this game as well, and I'm starting to get really happy about this one. It is a huge change, and it's a really huge help in order to get those perfect gears, which is very essential to improve your characters real fast. Your mercenaries are gonna be really effective in the battlefield, guys. Alright, that's so good. The star grade, rarity, set, part, main property, prefix property, and power level will be maintained, while the types and values, these things right over here, guys, of the applicable sub-property are randomly determined. And that is, I mean, like, we might have to do a lot of rolls before actually landing those kind of substats that we really want, but when we do land them, it's actually like good game, okay? I mean, like, you will be ending up getting a very perfect gear with this thing right over here. And if you are thinking like that's what all the developers are thinking about, you might be wrong, because there are still 2 more features that they are actually planning to bring in. Next is gonna be B, equipment set effect change. Yes, for God's sake, we can now actually change the equipment effect set as well. You can change the set effect of 3-star or higher equipment. For example, let's say you have this one gear, or let's say one equipment of this survival set, but it has that substats, or let's say that that property of a equipment that needs to be in a violent set, okay, so that you can provide those substats to your attack type or dealer type mercenaries. For example, those attack speed boost, attack percentage boost, crit rate boost, and critical damage boost, that is in like one survival set equipment. Now you can actually change the equipment set effect so that you can actually provide that equipment to your dealer type unit later on. Like, let's say if it goes to like, violent set effect, if it actually turns out to be a violent set effect later on while you are changing the set effect of that particular equipment, because the substats are totally telling that these substats, or let's say these additional properties, belongs to a DPS type equipment. So, well, this is actually a huge change. For example, let's say, consider this thing right over here as a survival set, and we want it to be a raid set, because this kind of stat, attack speed boost and attack percentage boost, is the one that is supposed to be in a raid set or a violent set, right? And we can actually convert this equipment from this survival set to the raid set. Think about it. It is actually a huge change, because in Summoner's War, or let's say in Epic 7, we had been selling those kind of gears right away. It's like, yes, the stats are very good, but the set effect is mistaken. I mean, like, it's wrong, okay? It doesn't belong to that set effect. So there's no need for such kind of runes or such kind of gears. And all we can do is now sell for some good amount of money, right? But in this game, hold on a minute, man. You can actually start changing the set effect as well. And that's so cool. Okay, I'm just hyped, okay? That's why I'm actually talking and blabbering a lot about this one. But man, that is really big change. If you are not, like, trusting me, you should be trusting me. I don't know what to say about that. I'm so hyped. My mind. I'm just let me chill out. See, equipment part change, alright? You can change the part of 3-star or higher equipment as well. That is insane. Freaking insane, okay? Meaning, like, for example, do you have this belt, alright? And, like, let's say, let's say you have this shoe, alright, and it has this kind of property which is supposed to be in the ring or something like that, meaning, like, like the sub properties actually do not make sense right over there, and you just want it to be a part of the another part equipment right over there. And what's gonna happen is, like, being able to transfer those kind of stats to the another part gear, it actually does allow you to get those perfect gear much faster. Think about it. It's like, like, this game is really trying to solve that issue of stats mismatch and that set effect mismatch. Think about it. And the parts mismatch. Because there are so many limitations going on around with the equipment that is actually just making like 90% to 95% of our equipment grinding pretty much worthless. Because, like, the stats are not really working together with the set effect and many other things out there. And now the developers are really coming up with a very great plan to solve all of this issue in just one click, and this is really great. I would say this is very awesome, man. The star grade, rarity set, and the power level up will be maintained, while the current part of the equipment is randomly determined among all the equipment parts except the current one. Wow, I mean, like, this is great. The best thing that I would definitely say is going to be, first of all, B, okay? B is the best part right over there, guys. Being able to just, like, change the set effect is a huge factor, man. I have survival sets, a lot of survival sets, and they do have those crit rate boost, critical damage boost, attack percentage boost, and attack speed boost, a lot of them. And I'm like, what am I to do with this one? The set effect is not supporting them, right? And now I have this chance to actually just change the set effect. That is so cool, man. And A, equipment sub property change, that is the next huge thing. Being able to shuffle your additional stats or your sub properties right off the bat is a very huge change, because you can keep on doing it until you get the perfect stats that you want for your particular mercenary unit. Because, like, maybe you might have like attack percentage boost right over here on the prime stat, but in these sub properties you might have just flight stat boost, or like those SP or defense percentage or whatever that is, which is definitely not going to help your dealer to deal a lot of damage in the battlefield, right? You can just shuffle that one and try to get the set effect that you want, and it actually does help a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It does help a lot in order to get that perfect gear. And finally, the equipment part change. There might be a little bit of limitation going on around right over here as well, but it's good thing nonetheless. All right, so that is it, guys. Oh man, the more I say, the more I will get hyped, and more I will actually start to get really getting nuts about it. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it that at this moment. Number 3, Xmas Content, guys. The theme of the main lobby will be changed to the Xmas theme, and the new title screen, Xmas skin, and the portrait will be added. Oh my god, this is a really good, like, picture right of you guys. Okay, so well, definitely this is gonna be my thumbnail picture. This is good. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So it seems that like we are actually gonna get some new costumes of the pre-existing units, and that's pretty good. And seems like we are actually gonna get some setups, like in the lobby screen and in the like login screen and the lobby screen as well. So that is it, guys. There is a new mercenary going to come. That's Almond. A new tanker will be added. He's a tank unit. Oh man, look at this man. He's like a Hulk unleashed. How is he a tank? He is supposed to be a dealer character. Don't you guys think so? I mean, like, look at his sword and look at his arms and muscles. The way that he's going to smash his axe on an opponent, he's not supposed to be a tank. He's actually supposed to be a damage dealer. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Okay, number 3, convenience improvements. 1. Mercenary upgrade. A function where you can level up by adjusting the mercenary points will be added. That's good. Number 2, craft. 1 free crafting slot will be added as well, and that's really awesome. Being able to craft multiple items in the same time simultaneously is very, very great stuff indeed. It's gonna be a really great help later on. Number 3, quest. The rewards for daily quest progress will be increased. That's nice. I like that, because like it's going to definitely help our daily grinds. And a function where you can collect all daily quest achievement rewards at once will be added. Yes, I had been getting quite tired enough to click all those kind of like quest rewards one time at a like one at a time. It's so bad, and now they are actually providing this quality of life feature, so that's really great, guys. This is it for the month's developers note. I think developers are really serious about this game. They are really trying to provide us a really good gaming experience, and man, this equipment system itself had been, it is like one of the biggest bottleneck, especially in Epic 7. In Epic 7, there's no features like this. Being able to change the set effect, being able to shuffle those substats and blah 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 and whatever that is not. Maybe if it's introduced just recently, then I have no idea about that one. But the last time I quitted Epic 7, man, that was the reason why I quitted Epic 7 in the first place, okay? That was the reason. We had been fighting in that fucking dungeon for a long time, okay? And I've been selling all those gears over and over and over and over again. And then, it just, always used to hurt my mind, why I'm not getting the gear that I want. There's always some problem out there. There's always some kind of mismatch going on around. With that gear, the prime stat is not actually reflecting with that substats, and the substats and the prime stat is not reflecting with the gear set, and so many other things, man. There's so much RNG going on around, and it's too stupid, man. Most of the time you are going to sell 98% of your gears, while you are only going to end up getting those 2% of gears when you farm 100 gears, and it's not really that easy to farm gears there as well. And right here, even though it's a little bit hard to farm for gears, I really don't think it's really that hard. It's just it's too long, okay? But the thing is, being able to change all those kind of side effects and the substats and the parts, I think it's huge. Okay, that's all, man. That's all. Sorry for prolonging this video along. It's just wanted to tell it to you guys that how amazing this update is. Okay, that's just what I wanted to say to you guys. And definitely I would be really trying this game now on forwards. If this game somehow goes a little bit more free to play, that would be real awesome. Just like Air of Light, if this game goes we will be providing you millions of gold just like that, millions of diamonds and blah blah blah, it's gonna be huge thing. Huge thing. Alright, because just like Air of Light, if this game has same kind of path, man, this game has much better potential. Alright, and if developers are there hearing me out, please make it like that. Make it a little bit free to play. We would definitely love this game, man. And I will always be there to support you. Alright, so that is it. See you guys in the next video.